What do a legendary camera and an atomic bomb have in common? More than you think. The story of Canon, an image giant, is full of innovation, ambition, and a surprising connection to defeat. The origin: a dream in ruins. Japan, 1934. The shadow of the Great Depression looms over a nation desperately seeking a path to modernity. Guro Yoshida, a young man with a passion for photography, watches with frustration as foreign technology dominates the market. Leica cameras, from Germany, are objects of unattainable desire for most. Yoshida has an idea. What if they could create a Japanese camera that competed with the best in the world? Together with his brother-in-law, Takeshi Mitarai, a doctor with a business vision, Yoshida founds Seiki Kogaku Kenkyusho, the Optical Precision Instruments Laboratory. A name that sounds like a secret war project, and in a way, it was. Their goal: to dismantle a Leica, study it down to the last screw, and replicate it, but better. The first shots: challenge and survival. The early years were a trial by fire. With no resources, no experience in optics, and the constant threat of foreign competition, Yoshida and Mitarai fought against all odds. Their first prototype, the Canon, named after the Buddhist goddess of mercy, was rough, but promising. The logo, an image of the Canon with 1,000 arms, was a symbol of their ambition to achieve perfection. But perfection is elusive. The Canon did not sell as expected. However, they did not give up. In 1936, they launched the Hansa Canon, their first commercial model, thanks to a collaboration with Nippon Kogaku KK, later known as Nikon, for the manufacture of the lenses. A crucial agreement that allowed them to make the leap into the market. The post-war period, a new objective. World War II devastated Japan. Seiki Kogaku survived, but the country was in ruins. Mitarai, now president of the company, understood that in order to survive, they had to diversify their production. In addition to cameras, they began manufacturing X-ray equipment and other medical instruments. The 1950s were crucial. They launched the Canon IVSB, a rangefinder camera that became a bestseller. The company, now renamed Canon Camera Company, Inc., earned a reputation for quality and reliability. They were starting to make waves in the international market. The challenge of the digital age: reinvent or die. At the end of the 20th century, a new revolution shook the world of photography: the digital age. Canon, despite its legacy, faced an existential challenge. Could they adapt to a world without film? The answer was a resounding yes. In 1987, Canon launched the EOS 650, its first single-lens reflex (SLR) camera with autofocus. It was a bold bet, a break with the past, but it worked. The EOS series became an industry standard, catapulting Canon to the top of the digital camera market. The myth: Canon and the atomic bomb. This is where the story gets interesting. There is a persistent rumor linking Canon to the Manhattan Project, the secret American program to develop the atomic bomb. The urban legend says that Canon manufactured special lenses for the cameras that documented the nuclear tests in the New Mexico desert. Is it true? The evidence is scarce. There is no official documentation confirming Canon's direct participation in the Manhattan Project. However, Canon's reputation for optical precision and its close relationship with the Japanese government during the war fueled speculation. Some historians suggest that Canon may have contributed indirectly, providing components or technology to other companies involved in the project. Although the direct connection to the atomic bomb has never been proven, the legend persists, adding a dark and fascinating touch to Canon's history. A reminder that even the most successful companies have secrets and mysteries in their past. Canon today, beyond the camera. Today, Canon is much more than a camera company. It is a technology giant that encompasses everything from printers and medical equipment to security systems and software. Its products are present in offices, hospitals, and homes around the world. The company has been able to diversify and adapt to market changes, maintaining its reputation for innovation and quality. Although photography remains an important part of its identity, Canon has proven to be a company capable of reinventing itself time and time again. The perfect image. The story of Canon is that of a company that rose from the ashes of war to become a world leader. It is a story of ambition, innovation, and perseverance. And it is also a story that reminds us that behind every great brand, there is a complex and sometimes surprising past. Because sometimes, behind the lens of a camera, there is a whole story that few know.